After more than 3 hours of debate on the last day of the 1980 General Assembly, the Senate finally passed an increase in the gas tax that Governor Dalton had asked for since opening day. The measure, which calls for a 2-cent hike instead of the 4 cents Dalton had originally proposed, rose from the dead several times during the session. Earlier this week, the measure finally cleared the House and was expected to get easy passage through the Senate today. However, several senators, led by Richmond Democrat Douglas Wilder, tried to kill the bill by adding on amendments that would force it back to the House, where there was a good chance it'd never get out of committee again before the midnight deadline tonight. But the Senate Democratic leadership would not let that ploy go unnoticed.
But he's trying to work one of the oldest parliamentary tricks that I know of. Send this bill back over to the House so it can get killed.
After all amendments to the bill were defeated, Norfolk State Senator Peter Babeles, who led a filibuster against the gas tax Friday night, chastised his fellow Democrats for forming a coalition with the Republican governor to pass this bill.
And I can say that I'm certain that Harry Byrd, in the last few weeks, has probably turned over in his grave several times to find that his conservative fiscal allies of days gone by have now joined the liberal tax spenders of irresponsibility.
And just before the vote, Rocky Mount Senator Virgil Goode warned Democrats who agreed to vote for the Dalton proposal that if they planned to get something in return, they had better be sure they had it in writing.
A lot of promises can be made, and after March 8th, they don't need you anymore. And a lot of those promises can be like a July snow. They can go away mighty fast if you don't have something concrete written down.
But all the rhetoric was to no avail. The Democratic coalition, which reluctantly agreed to vote for the tax hike, would not be swayed.
Ayes 25, nays 14.
Ayes 25, nays 14. House Bill 706 passed.
Although the General Assembly passed a gas tax that's only half the amount Governor Dalton says is absolutely mandatory, he'll sign the bill and consider himself lucky because it took all the arm-twisting and lobbying effort that the administration could muster to get this bill passed on this, the final day of the 1980 legislature. Mike Deason, Area 10 Eyewitness News, at the state capitol in Richmond.